what are some highlights of the Tampa Bay D Book? We'll go back to current gen on this one. We have the question ready to be answered over here. And since that's my book that I use for Madden Ultimate Team and for general life decisions, I will tell you what I like about it. So if we see here, we will get on current generation of 360 Madden. Tampa Bay playbook. So starting out, you have 4-3. So you have the Over Plus, which is from our first defensive book, available in the winner's kit, MaddenTips.com. You're obviously going to get all that stuff. So you can run all the 4-3 Over Plus, the Bold Flavors 3.0, all that jazz. There's 4-3 Under, which is one of the quickest blitzes in the game with Edge Sting. That's from our YouTube channel. A good blitz to have.
You also have the new Detroit defenses in that 4-3 with the 4-3 Under. So if you go back in there, you also have the play Will Punch 3 Seam.
Will Punch 3 Seam.
So you have that entire scheme in there mixed in.
So that's 2 playbooks you can run off of. The other thing you get is 5-2. So, 5-2 is generally a pretty good formation. We've broken it down before. It's also broken down in one of the guides. Pretty easy to just, have 5 D linemen and just have everybody occupied. So if they're going to run the ball, hey, you know what? You got all 5 defensive linemen broken down, matched up, and now you're the linebackers. Those 2 guys are going to be free to run.
Right. So it's also the ice defense as well.
Right. It's just less setups, easier adjustments. So I like the 5-2. That's why I have it in there. The nickel 3-3-5. That's the original ice D. My favorite play in the game, 2-man under on last gen. Obviously very good. Still pretty good on next gen. You have nickel normal, which is pretty decent. You don't actually, you have the sugar cover 3 bluff, so you can make some different concepts. You can pack some guys in. Not bad. You have dime, which I don't really use. You have dollar 326, which is similar to 335. Like if I don't have a playbook that has 335, I use dollar because it's got 3 down linemen. You get pretty much a similar blitz angle, and you can kind of ice it with that. But and then the last thing, obviously every playbook has the quarters, but I really like quarters cover 3 for like end of game situations that we showed earlier. So I just feel like with the 4-3 and the 3-3-5, I want a playbook that always has those. Then I get 5-2. Because you can go through all the books and just make a little check mark of, okay, this book has this, but it doesn't have this. This book has this, but this book has 3-3-5 and dime flat, but it doesn't have 5-2. This book has 5-2 and it has 4-3, but it doesn't have any of the sugar. This book has this, and it's like, people are like, well, you put out the Detroit guy, but you use Tampa Bay. Well, it's got pretty much all the same stuff. It's just, there's small, subtle differences of Gibbs likes to use 3-3-5 only 20% of the time because he only calls man that much, where I call man 80% of the time. But Gibbs likes this zone, so he wants this dime flat a little bit more than I want this book. So, generally, I could change it up and be fine. Like, you could change this playbook on me, and as long as it had 3-3-5, I wouldn't really notice until I was like, wait, where's 5-2? After 5 games of playing. But generally, most of the defensive 4-3 base books are very similar.
Right.
So that's just the way it is. That's how I feel about it. Any other questions here, Gibbs, before we jump into the game of the week?